Hey guys, good morning and welcome to Wake Up with Greg. I'm your host, Greg Rosander with Palin Music Center. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning here in Springfield, Missouri. We got some sunshine, we got some clouds. It definitely feels like fall, so we'll take it. Feels just delightful outside, so I hope it feels good in your area, wherever you're watching from. We are here every weekday, not every weekday, I keep forgetting that. We're only here one day a week. I mean, I was on yesterday's live stream here in the store, and I'm going to be on a live stream tomorrow for the repair shop, and I feel like I'm still doing it every day. So it's like hard to grasp which show I'm on each day now. But yes, we're here every Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock Central Time to share the internet's coolest instruments with you. Today is no exception. I've got some string instruments for you today. I don't show strings on here a lot, but I figured, you know, what the heck? Let's change it up and do something a little bit different. So you string players out there, pay attention, because I got some cool pieces to show you. These, of course, are instruments available to purchase on our website at palinmusic.com or on our reverb page at reverb.com, or just by giving me a call, 417-882-7000. Or you can go onto our website and schedule an appointment with me or one of the other guys here to have a little sit down and check out some instruments and hopefully take one home. So we got lots of options for you there, and I hope you take advantage of one of those, any one of them. We are live on YouTube and Facebook, so welcome to both of you communities out there. Welcome to the show. Happy to have you here. We do have the chat, live stream chat going on, so please feel free to ask your questions, leave your comments. Let us know where you're watching from in the world, and just let's interact, you know, let's just chat, let's just have some fun. So yeah, happy to give you a shout out and let you in on the show. And then of course do all those social media things, hit the buttons, you know, the like button, the subscribe button, the share button, the bell icon to get notified of all the upcoming stuff. And I think that's all the goodness, all the business stuff, business. Is that a word? Business? I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, what do we got going on in the world? We got Blue Friday coming up at the end of November. After Thanksgiving, of course, that's our biggest event of the year. And we are giving away all kinds of cool stuff. Drum sets, guitars, saxophones, violins, trumpets, amps, pedals, I'm sure. We're thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of really high-end, nice gear. So get onto all of our socials out there and sign up to win something cool. We've got that coming up. And then do we have a trunk or treat going on or something for October? I thought I heard Emmett saying something about it coming around, or maybe we're just going to have candy in the store. I don't know. Maybe we don't. I'll have to check with Emmett on that. We'll put a pause on that particular announcement, because I don't know if that's a real thing. I think we did it last year with kind of combined with cars and guitars, but I don't think that's, I don't know. Hey, just show up anyway. Just bring some candy. You can share the candy with us. We'll make something happen. Let's see, what else we got going on? I don't know. Is there anything else going on? Let's just say good morning to Jordan, and then we'll talk to him. Jordan, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Yeah. Ready for the weather to cool off just a tad.
Yeah, I mean, it warmed up a little bit at the end of the day yesterday, but it's still nice. And
yeah, it's nice. It's a high of 80 today or something.
Really? Back in the 80s? Yeah, perfect Mustang weather. If my Mustang was working once again.
Oh. That's not good.
That's another story. It's a 50-year-old car or 60-year-old car. It takes a lot to keep those things on the road. So I drove it last week and it was beautiful. And then you fix one thing and another thing breaks. So got a heater core replacement going on. So that's the next big
nice.
project for the Mustang.
Sounds fun.
For those of you who don't know, I've got a really cool 1966 Mustang hardtop coupe, springtime yellow with a black vinyl top, black interior. If you've been to Cars and Guitars, you've seen it. And I did actually show it on this show last year a few times, so maybe we'll do that again. Maybe we'll get the old Stang on the show here one of these days. Let's see, what else, Jordan? Anything else exciting coming up? I need to be aware. Well, we've got the Drum Shed, right? Is that next weekend? Or this?
I think it's this weekend, or it's, yeah.
This coming weekend? There's a flyer I think,
yeah.
right behind you. That's all right. 24th, I thought. No?
You might be right. Yeah, 24th. You're
24th, Drum Shed, right here. Come on in.
7 to 9.
Do some, is it a shed or shred? It's shed, right? Drum Shed.
I think it's called Shed.
I think it's called Shed.
Drummer talk.
We're going to just like stuff everybody in a shed and let them drum each other to death. My buddy Elijah is running that whole party, so come in and check that out next weekend. And I think that's about it. We ought to just get on with this show. I'm rambling too much right now, so.
Okay, let's do it.
It's because I didn't get any sleep last night. If you want to know the truth, I didn't get any sleep last night. I had yet another sick dog at home. I don't know what's up with my dogs. I don't know if they're just eating garbage or what they're doing, but didn't sleep last night. So I apologize if I appear a bit a bit tired, a bit worn to the nub, but I'll get through it.
Well, how about you ramble a little bit about your shirt and watch?
Ramble a little bit about my shirt and watch. Tommy Bahama. You guys know my summer wardrobe. I mean, I've worn all of these shirts 12,000 times now. So that's yeah, purple flowers. We got some bird of paradise on here. We got some other, I don't know what these flowers are called. Hawaiian flowers. We'll call them Hawaiian flowers. And then my watch right there. That's the. This was the special gift for the 100th episode of Wake Up with Greg. It's my Seiko. Was it model 503, I think it is, with the green dial there. There you go. You can get a pretty good shot of that. Really, really cool watch. So I got my 250th episode coming up next month, so who knows what's in store for that. We'll try to make that one a special event as well. All right, that's the shirt, that's the watch, that's the story. Let's dig into some cool instruments. I'm going to put my fancy gloves on here, because, you know, we like to keep these instruments looking good. So I don't have these in cases. I just pulled them off the wall here, so you're going to get to see just the instruments themselves. These string instruments are made specifically for us by Maple Leaf Strings is the manufacturer. This brand is Canonici, which is our house brand. And these are really nice, high-quality violins. And we've got several ranges of violins to share with you. This is the Canonici Celestina. I'm holding it sideways to get the full camera shot there. I can probably, let's just do it this way. You can get this whole deal. So what makes this great? This is a grade A spruce top. This has gorgeous flamed curly maple back and sides, also known as ribs. Okay, we've got hand-carved boxwood appointment. So you've got this light wood on the tailpiece, and I'm always backwards. The chin rest, and then on the pegs, the tuning pegs themselves. They're all hand-carved, and I don't know if you're catching that on the camera or not, but you can see just the delicate detail on those. This is really one of the most beautiful violins that I've seen. This comes in two styles, one with the boxwood fittings like this, or you can also get it in a Parisian eye style, and I'll show that on the next model. Beautiful purfling throughout. This is a combination spirit varnish and oil varnish finish to give it just that rich, kind of antiqued, worn finish, which is just super gorgeous. Makes it look like a 100-year-old violin or more. We got some gold trim on the tailpiece there for your chin rest supports. Gold highlight on the fine tuner on the E. So this is the Celestina, Canonici Celestina, and we're actually giving one of these away for Blue Friday. So if you want to win one of the coolest violins out there, this is the one for you. So get onto our socials and sign up for that, and hopefully we can send one of these your way as a special Blue Friday award. That would be awesome. That's just a stunning piece. Is that a one-piece back? I'm trying to see. No, there is a seam down the center, so that's a two-piece back. You can get them in either one-piece or two-piece, and that's more just a cosmetic thing than anything else. But beautiful hand-carved grade A top on that. So that is the Canonici Celestina. These come in very nice hard shell cases with hygrometers, carbon fiber bows, case blanket, the whole deal. I mean, just really, really lovely pieces. So that is the first one up for grabs. Set that down there very gently. All right, what's next, Mr. Jordan?
All right, can you recommend some music to us?
I am going to recommend some music. And I believe the song that I'm recommending is actually already on the Wake Up with Greg playlist on Spotify. I didn't have a chance this morning to kind of scroll through it all and see if it's on there. I have been listening a lot to my favorite band of all time, Spyro Gyra, lately. And you may be getting tired of me talking about Spyro Gyra, but I'm not going to get tired of it. It's my favorite band. So if you remember, a year ago this month, I don't think it's exactly a year ago today, but a year ago this month, I had the extreme pleasure to interview the great Jay Beckenstein, the lead saxophone player for Spyro Gyra. Highlight of my musical career, if I'm being completely honest, was such an amazing experience. Jordan and I went to St. Louis to meet him and see the band perform and hang out with him for a few hours and just chat and have a really, really great time. I don't know if we're able to link the video for that, but I think Jordan may be able to put that in the chat or not. Otherwise, you can find it on our Band and Orchestra page there, Palin Music Band and Orchestra, YouTube, and check out the Jay Beckenstein interview. So the song that I'm playing for you today is called Unknown Soldier. It is my all-time favorite Spyro Gyra song. And they did actually play it at that concert as well, which was amazing. This particular performance of this song comes from 1989. So we're going back in the archives here. And you can definitely see it in Jay's hairstyle from the 80s. Got that classic curly mullet working. But it's just a beautiful tribute song. Jay wrote this song after visiting the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier at Arlington National Cemetery in Washington. And he was impacted, and I've been there too, and it is just one of the most impactful things you can ever see. If you've not been, get out there to Washington, D.C. and see the memorials that we've got out there to those that have fought for the freedoms that we enjoy in our country. So, but this is a very beautiful tribute song. It's called Unknown Soldier, and I think it's from the Newport Jazz Festival, if I'm not mistaken, 1989. So I'm not going to keep rambling about it. Jordan, why don't you roll it?
We're going to do another new one, and this is one that I contributed to that new album. Hear a lot about Woodstock this week and whatnot, about the 500,000 people there. Well, I'd like to dedicate this to the other 500 that couldn't make the party because they had to go to the other party. This is called The Unknown Soldier.
Playing soprano on this piece. One thing about Jay Beckenstein is he has got one of the most beautiful soprano tones out there. I mean, it's not just soprano songs. Sopranos are one of the trickiest things. Some people get just a really sound on it. A little brassy, but then his tone is time I hear this song, doing a routine, doing their long program. Yeah, or for a movie or something. That was a nice song. Spain. One of the most amazing keyboards I've And that song builds to kind of a climax of kind of a, I don't know what you would even call it. It just builds and builds and then just kind of explodes and then it calms back down. And it's so beautiful. All right, so that's my song choice for the day. That's Jay Beckenstein with Spyro Gyra. The song is Unknown Soldier. Check it out on the Wake Up with Greg playlist on Spotify, or just search Spyro Gyra on any of those of the other streaming media out there. I'm sure it's probably on Apple Music and I don't know what all the other ones are. Prime, is Pandora still a thing? I don't even know if Pandora's still a thing. Anyway, check them out because they are amazing. All right, so that's my song. Let's check out another violin, number 2. These are all, as I said, branded Canonici. That's our house brand. These are made for us by Maple Leaf. And this model is called the Canonici Royal. So we're stepping up in the grades of wood here. So we've got a double A grade spruce top on this with a bit more figured curly maple back and sides with the just a gorgeous flame on there. You can see how rich that is. Really fine grain, just absolutely beautiful. Same type of finish with that combination spirit varnish and oil. Gives it just that really rich color. You can see the flame on the ribs going all throughout. So we mentioned previously that the previous model is available with either the decorative fittings like you saw, the hand-carved ones, or the Parisian eye. Now, I haven't done a history search into what the whole concept is of the Parisian eye, but this is what it looks like. So on the tailpiece here, you have a Parisian eye. It is a centerpiece of a mother of pearl surrounded by a gold circle there. And it's just a fine, simple decoration on the tailpiece. But then it's also on the pegs here, if you can see that. Each peg has its own individual Parisian eye. Show that on the other side there. The Parisian eyes, okay. So that's the Parisian eye. This has ebony fittings. Ebony is another naturally black hardwood. That is very common. The fingerboards are almost always made of ebony on higher grade violins. You may find them made out of maybe rosewood or some other woods like that as well. But even more hand carving and the touch of a master craftsman on these. So that brings that price up a little bit because you're getting higher grade woods, higher grade hand craftsmanship on there. So that is the Canonici Royal model. Get all of the angles there. And these are available, of course, on the website, palemusic.com, or on our Reverb page, reverb.com, or come into the store and check them all out. We've got violins, and these models are also available in violas and in cellos. So we have the Celestina, the Royal, and then the next model, which is the Viridian, and we'll talk about that one here in a bit. And so we've got violins, violas, cellos, and we've got double basses available as well. So that is the second string instrument for today.
All right.
What's next?
Can you show us something cool now?
I can. We'll let you decide if this is cool or not. It's
Oh, that's cool.
historically fun. All right, we're going to start with that right there. That's my little Eeyore. And you're like, why are you showing Eeyore? And then why are you showing these books? All right. I've had these books since I was a child, and I believe they may have even belonged to my older brother before I got them. But we're looking at Winnie the Pooh. Why, might you ask, are we looking at Winnie the Pooh? What does this have to do with anything in the world? Well, Winnie the Pooh turns 100 today. I heard that on NPR this morning. 100 years old. The original book by A.A. Milne, Winnie the Pooh, these characters were created in 1925 for the Christmas season of 1925. I think the first book was published in 2026, but the book was written in 25. Characters were created then. And there's a few books here. So there's Winnie the Pooh. There's this one is The House at Pooh Corner. And then we have When We Were Young. And then we have Now We Are Six. Boy, that's an old one there. So all of these books, this particular series of books was printed in 1961, and they're illustrated, so I can show you some of the, every page has got just a little cute black and white image there. You can see that there, Winnie the Pooh. And the reason I've got Eeyore here is because that's been my nickname. My wife gave me that nickname a long time ago. Because who knows, maybe I've got some of the characteristics of Eeyore in my personality. And what's really interesting about these books, or these characters, there are a lot of theories about them, and there have been a lot of psychological studies about Winnie the Pooh and the various characters, each representing a psychological disorder. I like to think of them in a more positive light, but kind of what the theories are is Pooh kind of represents either OCD or attention deficit, because he's always forgetting what he's doing, and he's also got an eating disorder. He's always on the hunt for food. He's obsessive about honey. And then you've got Tigger, of course. You can call him hyperactive, full of energy. I just call him a bundle of joy. The wonderful thing about Tigger is that I'm the only one. You got that guy. So, but he's just all about energy and excitement and fun. And then you've got Eeyore, the complete opposite. Clinical depression, if you want to call it that. I don't know. He's always got a doomy, gloomy attitude with a rain cloud hanging over him. His tail always falls off. He never gets invited to the party. Oh, bother. I didn't get invited to the party. That's old Eeyore, right? And then we've got, so you've got Kanga and Roo. Kanga being the overly protective mother, and then Roo, the childlike wonder. And then you've got Piglet, anxiety, hyper-anxiety disorder. I don't know. He's just all over the place. You got Rabbit, who's got his own issues, maybe some OCD issues there as well. Who am I leaving out? Owl. We got Owl, who's he's got wisdom, but he's also forgetful. He short-term memory loss. I don't know what his issues are. And then you got old Christopher Robin, who kind of represents the self in all of us. So it's really interesting. Do a deep dive into the psychology of Winnie the Pooh. Or forget all of that and just enjoy the stories. I mean, come on. It's classic children's literature. And of course, the Disney movie versions of the Pooh stories are just fantastic. And, hey, for another bonus song, listen to Kenny Loggins' song, Return to Pooh Corner. I mean, what a fantastic song that is. And, he wrote, I think he was like 15 when he wrote that song, something like that, 14, 15. And he did an updated version of it, of course, this was in the 90s, after he had his son, Cody, I think. And so he added a verse to the song or something like that. This is probably based on the rules of public domain. I have a feeling these these characters may be coming up available in the public domain. So watch out for that, because people are going to do weird stuff with Pooh now. that sounded weird. Just me saying that. People are going to do weird stuff with Pooh. Okay, I think that's the time when we put the books aside and we move on to the final instrument. Anyway, that's my something cool. I got these really cool, fun Winnie the Pooh books, and I got my Eeyore here. Happy 100th anniversary to Winnie the Pooh by A.A. Milne. Boom, there he is. That's my something cool for the day.
That's cool.
Jordan, I noticed you've got your beverage this morning. What are you drinking?
Coffee
Just coffee.
with milk.
Me too. With what? Whipped cream?
Milk.
Oh, milk. I thought you said whipped cream. I'm like, yeah.
That sounds good.
It does sound good. All right, one final instrument to share with you all today.
That's what I was thinking. Max said that there's already a horror movie of Winnie the Pooh. I remember that coming out.
I think when I was researching this morning, I think I saw that as well, and I was like, ugh, why? I mean, because I know they've already done that with like the original Mickey Mouse character, because that one, the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse is Mickey Mouse is in public domain now, and people are just. I don't know why they just instantly go to that. It's like, okay, now we can just destroy these characters and make them evil. And anyway, I'm not going to get on that soapbox right now, but I'm going to show you this amazing violin. This is the Canonici Viridian. This is our top grade violin that we stock anyway. Now, that being said, there are still levels up from this. And in the string world, honestly, of course, there's the $1 million Stradivarius violins out there, and there's, many, many others that are in a much, much higher price bracket, $30,000, $50,000 instruments. But for your average Joe, these are the ones for you. Usually those instruments, although the materials are similar, you're dealing with the age of the instrument. And wood instruments, violins, guitars, mandolins, they all age over time, and their sound changes and improves, and just like a fine wine ages and gets better with time, these instruments will do the same. So that's why they go up in value typically over time. String instruments, for a musician, is a good investment. And the crazy thing, the bows, honestly, can be even more expensive than the instruments sometimes. So depending upon the quality of the handmade bow that you get. So this violin, now it's hard to tell. I'm going to show you side by side. You're not going to be able to tell, I think, just by looking at them side by side. But there are very slight differences in the body shapes on these, depending upon the maker that they are based on, whether they are a Stradivari style or a Guarneri style. This one is a Guarneri style. And not being that in depth into what that really means as far as the shapes and appointments and all of that, but I just know it's another level of greatness when it comes to these instruments. So this one is a triple A European spruce top, hand carved European spruce top, beautiful grain all the way throughout that, with again a higher grade, triple A grade, flamed curly maple back and ribs. So you can see, oh, look at the flame there, right? That just pops right off the back of that violin. Spirit varnish and oil varnish combined to give you this beautiful glossy finish, but with that kind of antique patina that looks like an instrument that is, 100 years old or more. So that is the Viridian. Now this has a higher grade ebony tailpiece and chin rest, and I don't know if you can see the grain on that chin rest. It is really gorgeous. Try to get the proper angles there, but you can kind of see. And then I'm not exactly sure what they call this style of tailpiece, but it's got a pointed rib right down the center. It gives it a really elegant look to it. And then the pegs, although they are hand carved, there's not a lot of fancy decoration on the pegs there, but the advantage of this one is just in the grades of the wood and even more hand carving available on it. You can even see the flame on the back of the neck as well. Just absolutely gorgeous. And on the scroll, the upper part is called the scroll, and then the peg box. There you go. So that is the Canonici Viridian professional grade violin, available right here at Old Palin Music Center. You can come in and check that out. This is an absolutely beautiful instrument, guys. And again, available in viola and cello and double bass as well. So come in and check those out. There you go. That is instrument number 3, which kind of brings us close to the end of this situation here. What do we got left, Mr. Jordan?
Can you close us out with some wisdom?
Close you out with some wisdom. Yes, sir. All right. This wisdom comes from the English poet and playwright, Mr. Robert Browning. And I'm just going to dig into it here. It's a very short one, but I think there's a lot in here. Robert Browning says, "Who hears music feels his solitude peopled at once." I think there's a lot in there. You got to unpack that a bit. I don't have time to unpack it. You guys unpack it. Who hears music feels his solitude peopled at once. Yeah, I think I get it. Hopefully you get it too. If not, you can explain it to me. All right, so that is my piece of wisdom for the day. That's my show for the day, folks. I really appreciate you hanging out with me on these lovely Tuesday mornings. It means a lot to me to take time out of your day to listen to my ramblings. And I am forever grateful and thankful to you for doing that. We're going to be back here next week, I'm sure, doing this once again. So let me leave you with this. Helping people make meaningful music is what we do. And when you're ready, I'm here for you too. You guys have a great week. We'll see you next